Hi, I'm Mohammed Seedat. I'm doing sports studies and I'm in my final year. Right, the project, we did it on the impact of the Pocketrider. And the Pocketrider was introduced by Fylde Youth Council, and it was to get cheaper bus fares for young people. So at the moment, once you turn 16, you have to pay full price for your bus fare. But Fylde Youth Council introduced a Pocketrider, which entitles you to pay a child's fare till the age of 18. And there was a charge on this Pocketrider, so it's £10 admission fee, and that lasts for a year, and it gives you a child's fare till the 18. Right, we basically had to find the impact of the Pocketrider, whether the Pocketrider was working, whether young people were buying them. Originally, the Pocketrider was only introduced in the Fylde community, and then later on it was launched out to three other areas, which was Preston and Chorley. So on any stagecoach service, you could use a Pocketrider from getting to Preston to Blackpool to Chorley on a child's fare after you turn 16. And we had to find out the impact. So the three things we looked at was the awareness of the scheme, whether people knew about the Pocketrider, take up the scheme, whether Chorley and Blackpool and Preston have taken up the scheme, are there posters about, have they advertised it. I remember we actually recorded an advert on Rock FM to raise awareness of the Pocketrider. So these were the means, to raise awareness of the Pocketrider. And views about the scheme. What did people think about the scheme? Whether it was a good idea? And what we found was a lot of young people weren't aware of the scheme, but once they really were happy to know that they could pay child's fare after the age of 16. Because you can imagine, not every child at the age of 16 has a job, and we found out from getting to Preston to Chorley, it cost £5 something, and which is a lot of money for a young person. But on this, with the Pocketrider, they could pay half that. Yeah, that's what we felt like. We felt like we were working for Stagecoach, trying to sell these Pocketriders. But looking at the results, there wasn't much awareness from Stagecoach, and our main aim was to research. And along the way, before we were getting people to fill out questionnaires, asking people's views, we were actually promoting the Pocketrider. So we were introducing the Pocketrider to them and then asking them questions about it. So yeah, I say 98% of the project was promoting and advertising the Pocketrider. Out of the project, it's been great because I'm from Preston, so I don't really travel on buses, but I've got to know how to read the bus timetable. Travelling from Preston to Blackpool, Chorley, and Fleetwood. Also, along the way we met a lot of people, a lot of organisations, and personally, I've learnt a lot about research and research skills, and it's been a head start to my third year, especially doing a dissertation. Before the research project, I had to read all around the research methods, and now I'm quite aware of the research methods and how to go about conducting research, doing interviews, focus groups, and using other means and tools to collect data. I was a former member of Preston Youth Council, and this was a project done by Fylde Youth Council, and I was going to go from the member youth parliament, so I'm quite interested in going into politics, and I work quite closely with young people as well. So this would be, again, a good project for myself, to do further research into more initiatives that help young people. Like this one, getting young people to have low bus fares. Another thing which the Youth Council introduced was, over 16s were allowed to vote. So there's loads of government initiatives for young people, and this will be a stepping stone for me to be part of the MYP, which is the Member Youth Parliament.